Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm playing my favorite deck from the new set, Surging Sparks. I have played with this deck, believe it or not, for actually multiple years now. Not the same exact deck because it's a new deck, but with very similar cards. This is a Psychic Spread box, and we have the main attacker here being the Uxie, and by the way, this is a work in progress. I have actually literally never even tried this exact list, but I've been playing this deck some, and it's really, really cool. And it focuses around the new Uxie, which has put 2 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon, following that up by Azelf with Neurokinesis, doing for 2, 10, and 10 more for each damage counter on all of your opponent's Pokemon. Previously, I played this with Spinda from Silver Tempest, which did 10 to each, and then Confused, but ultimately, obviously, that's worse than 20 to each. Despite not confusing it, it is much worse. And then I also paired it with the Mimikyu from Lost Origin. Yeah, from Lost Origin, and it's essentially the same exact thing as... Oh, this one can also confuse for 1, but that's bad. But it's essentially objectively worse than the Azelf because it just does 10 less damage, though it's pretty much the same thing. And then we do have the new Mesprit here, which has an attack to search for energies, which is kind of useless, but you also can use Guardian Burst here for 2, which does 160 if you have both the Uxie and the Azelf on your bench. This is an okay card. I originally copied this list from somewhere, and it started with 4 Mesprit. I'm down to 1. It's like niche, but it's not that bad. Then we have Radiant Alakazam. I do play Rabsca in this list for bench protection. Don't know if it's the right play, but we do have TM Evolution as well. He plays Mimikyu as well for walling. Shout out to Uncommon Fossil for suggesting that. And Uncommon Fossil has been playing that. I don't know if he's played on his channel, but anyways. Then we have the new tool card Counter Gain. This is not the new version. Here we go. I got a new version. There we go. I'll pop that in there. And it says if you're down on prizes, then the Pokemon this card is attached to, its attack costs 1 colorless less, which is solid. It's actually very good, but it's not that good in this particular deck, but it's not bad either. And we play a bunch of Arvens, and Arven can grab us Counter Gain and Rescue Board, or like TMs or something. And it also plays Xatu to get energies on. It's not super important. We have a 2/2 line, so you just kind of want one in play at some point. But it is nice. We do have Night Stretcher, Super Odds, things like that. So, as I said, the deck's still work in progress. Also, Buddy-Buddy Poffin. This is really good, as it can get pretty much every basic in your deck outside of Radiant Alakazam. We also play the ace spec of a Neutralization Zone. Don't really know if this is any good in the deck. I generally find difficulty getting value out of it, but I get some. I guess I got some the last time I played it against like a Hydreigon EX deck and a bunch of Grass Energy, or no, a bunch of Psychic Energies as well. But let's just hop into a game and see how this goes. No challenges. Oh yeah, they redid the ladder and Battle Pass and stuff, and I think it's a little bit better now, though it wasn't like that bad before. It was okay. But anyways, we'll see what we're up against. And the new set has some really interesting cards, and they're like fair for this deck to play against as well. You place damage counters instead of doing damage. This will mean Jirachi means you just kind of lose the game, right? Hopefully we don't play against Jirachi. You could also play a Spinda to counter that, but I don't think that's very good. But then you could also, like, people are playing lots of Terra Pokemon, of course, and those are immune to bench damage, but not damage counters being placed on them, so you will hit through that. We are going second. Okay. Oh no, we're going first. We want to go second. So that's kind of awkward. Oh, they are sad. They did that before they saw their opening hand as well. Anyways, I'm going to start this Mimikyu, and we'll see what they're playing. They're sad because they're taking a mulligan. They are playing... Okay, why are they keeping running? I mean, it's only 2. It's not that many. I don't know. It's some ancient deck. It might be Royal Mooniacs. It might be some like ancient box style deck. They are playing 2 Pokemon as well. I'll draw myself a couple of cards, and this is a very solid opening hand. And this is Roaring Moon EX, it looks like, and they are playing Latias EX as well. What's my goal here? Mimikyu's not that bad. If they have to use their attack to knock out Mimikyu, then they're putting so much damage on themselves. Do I play Rellor? I don't think I play Rellor. Rellor seems really, really like niche. It's useful if they play Radiant Greninja and are going to attack with Radiant Greninja, but I don't really think that'll happen. I'll get this Natu out of the deck though. Play the Uxie and the Azelf. Theoretically, I could Azelf knock them out. I think I'll attach to Mimikyu. I think playing Rellor is like really not going to be what I need here, so I will just pass. This seems fine. It's not a super straightforward deck, but it's not like absurdly complicated. The original I mean, as I said, I played this deck without the attackers, with just like objectively worse attackers, so it was much harder to win with because it was much worse. Oh, they have, yeah, of course they have their regular Roaring Moon as well. This is going to be a little awkward to deal with. It's not super bad. They're going to Artazon. Okay, that's interesting. What are they going to Artazon for? They did not Artazon for anything. Okay, that maybe they missequenced or forgot about Artazon, or maybe they did that on purpose just because to check their deck. But they could have Nest Balled for something else, right? And then Artazon for the Roaring Moon, because that's a non-blue box Pokemon, which is what Arven can get. Like, we can't get our Radiant Alakazam out of, well, we can't get anything from Artazon now, but we could have gotten the Radiant Alakazam. Okay, they hit Prime Catcher, which seems good for us. I don't know what they'd Prime Catcher here, but it doesn't really matter. They probably want to knock out the Mimikyu, to be honest. That's what I'd go after if I had the option. And so they probably don't Prime Catcher. They don't need it for the switch because Latias EX gives them free retreat. So ultimately, they're just going to lose it with Squawkabilly EX, almost guaranteed. They're going to retreat now into Fezandipity EX? What? I have no idea what's happening right now, to be honest. Like, could retreat at literally any time. They're going to Earthen Vessel to get themselves some energy. They have none in the discard currently. So they are going to attach Darkness to Fezandipity EX. Then Squawk and Seize. And what? Wait, why is there a Darkness on their Fezandipity EX? Like, it's not to retreat. Or it's not to attack. It's got to be to attack or to retreat. I don't really know. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea why there's the Darkness energy on the Fezandipity EX. Like, it's not a very good attacker. It's not like it's sitting through Mimikyu, and they just pass. Okay, so, and it's not like they can retreat with Latias EX. Maybe they're scared of Latias EX getting knocked out or something. Anyways, I think we Iono here. Rescue Board could hit the Natu probably. And we'll just Iono. That's fine. Reduce their hand. I mean, can't believe their hand's 8 cards. That's a lot. But I mean, how's that 8? I wasn't. Oh, because of the Sadas. And then Buddy-Buddy Poffin for another Mimikyu, I think. And what do we have? Azelf and Uxie on the bench. I don't hate grabbing another Uxie. I feel like that's like okay. We could get our Cleffa as a pivot. I don't think they're going to be targeting this on the bench, so I could do that. I don't hate that. I don't love it. Like, it's not that useful because we already have the Rescue Board, and we do have another one in deck as well. And it's not like I really want to be attacking with Cleffa. I'll grab myself another Uxie. I think that's kind of what we're looking at as our main attacker. And, well, theoretically as our main attacker, but right now our main attacker is going to be this Mimikyu, and I will not Pokestop because I doubt that's going to work very well for us. I doubt it'll be that bad if we use it, but it's probably not going to be very good either. They like, I feel like the Latias EX taking a hit would be better. I feel like Fezandipity EX is a pretty solid Pokemon to have in play, so I'd rather, if I were them, I'd rather see the Latias EX take a hit. They're going to get Radiant Greninja, so it looks like they did missequence. I don't know. I'm not sure how good they are either. Like, I can't speak right now. The ranked ladder got reset, but then the rank was like decently high as well, I guess. I don't know how hard it is to climb though. But anyways, they're Pokestopping. Wait, what did they Pokestop? Okay, that was a quite good Pokestop for them. Not like something that's insane, but honestly, that Pokestop at the beginning was kind of bad, hitting the Prime Catcher, which is unfortunate for them. And they've just like been in a bit of an awkward position, and dealing with Mimikyus is hard and kind of annoying, but. Anyways, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do here. They're going to Dark Patch to that EX and probably they attach to it as well. I assume we're going to see just a knockout with the Baby Moon. Yep. And we'll see. Yep, that's it. Okay. So, oh yeah, we're not weak to darkness. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, that was a lot of damage, or a good chunk of damage. It doesn't really matter how much they're doing. They're pretty easily knocking us out. Okay, so I'll send up the Natu. I think we're yet again looking, or no, we're not gonna look at. We're gonna Uxie here. I think that's pretty good. This is interesting. I might Ultra Ball away the Night Stretcher in a Psychic. No, yeah, Night Stretcher in a Psychic, and gonna grab myself out of the deck. Okay, they're doing it again. Gonna grab myself out of the deck. The Xatu. Gonna put this energy on the Uxie now. And draw myself some cards. I'm only getting the Xatu to draw the cards. It's a pretty mediocre engine in terms of drawing cards because it's not consistently drawing. We hit Neutralization Zone. That's like kind of good, I guess, but it's not insane. I think I'll just retreat here and attack. I could do it just to bump their stadium, but I feel like that's not that meaningful. So I'll just retreat here, and then we can get the knockout next turn with Azelf, and I will not attach here, because so then I can actually draw cards with Xatu, and I won't Arven either. What do we have? We have TM Devo, Counter Gain. I was gonna say, like, are they even because I'm playing slow, but I might be a little slow. I need to make sure I'm not slowing down too much with commentary. But I'll Uxie here. That's fine at doing a bunch of damage. Spread that around there. And then we'll go in with Azelf, I think. Yeah, Azelf seems okay here. I don't exactly know what their goal is. Oh, are they going to knock out my Xatu? Okay, we'll go in with Uxie again. I actually could Azelf anyways. Oh, they're knocking out Azelf. I should be able to Azelf, but maybe not. Theoretically, we could get like Iono'd into a bad hand. I feel like that's unlikely. That seems very unlikely. They are setting up Pheasant EX as an attacker. Like, I'm surprised they didn't attach energy like literally anywhere else on turn one, or not literally anywhere else, but not on their Roaring Moon EX or Roaring Moon EX. Roaring Moon EX. There we go. Click the right one, or the regular Baby Moon. But anyways, I think we'll take the knockout here. It doesn't seem particularly bad. And I think I'll also Neutralization Zone. That seems pretty nice. Actually, I'm not guaranteed to get the knockout, am I? Oh, okay, never mind. We got the energies, so that's pretty good. I will Buddy-Buddy Poffin for 2 Azelfs. Oh, I could have gone for Mesprit. I keep forgetting Mesprit's in the deck, to be honest, but Mesprit's like kind of strong. Yeah, not in this position. I don't know. Mesprit's definitely kind of a weird card. But oh yeah, I was gonna say I could Counter Gain. I think I won't do that. I think I'll take the Counter Gain. That's fine. And I'll get out of the deck the Azelf and another Azelf. That's fine. Mesprit is mediocre. It's not bad. Honestly, Mesprit might be good at some point. So I'll take Mesprit and Azelf and accelerate to the Azelf and then attach to the Mesprit. That seems all right, I think. Uxie's still good. Like, I want to rely on Uxie as much as I can. Now I'll Mesprit here. I'm obviously kind of indecisive right now, but I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do that. I could even hold the Counter Gain as well. They do know I have it, but that's fine. I'll Mesprit. Also, there's a game where I grabbed the wrong. I like grabbed 2 of the same Pokemon by accident, so I couldn't Mesprit. But we'll go and just take the knockout. I feel like we're in a solid position right now. I just need to make sure I keep. Honestly, that knockout like doesn't really do anything, which feels kind of bad. In terms of prizing, like taking prizes, and they still probably bump this state. Wait, how does Calamity Storm? I think Calamity Storm won't knock me out. I'm not 100% on that sure on that one. I think it doesn't though. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I mean, live might not be right, but I could also be wrong as well. We'll see what happens. But I think it's due to damage calculation order stuff. The same weird shenanigans that happen. Oh, yeah, live. I'm still having some weird issues with PAL Pad where it only showed me one of the cards off of PAL Pad. But regardless, I don't know what they're gonna go for here. I'd probably. I mean, they really want Pokestop, right? That's what they're looking for. I don't know if I should have held on to Neutralization Zone longer, but we're not going to consistently draw into it, right? We don't have any search for it at all. We have mediocre draw at best. So ultimately, I feel like playing it now is okay. It's not great. Like, it would have been better after an Iono, but as I said, we weren't necessarily going to get it. So they do have the bump, unfortunately. So they have the pretty easy knockout here. But I think I Mimikyu, and then they have a locked board. They're going to Pokemon Catcher. Okay, that's interesting. I really wonder what they're going to go for here. They do flip heads. I guess Xatu is what I'd go for here, which I think is what they're going to go for. And no, they went for the Azelf. Again, I have like lots of Azelfs, so I'm not actually sure why they keep going for the Azelf. Yes, it is strong, but also, like, does it grab the knockout? 90, 110, 120, no, I think it's short anyways. But anyways, I'll set up the Xatu, and I'm going to power up the Mimikyu. I really hope I had an Iono here, because that would be quite nice. Well, I'll get rid of this Cleffa. I could even go after some other Pokemon. I don't necessarily think I could go after the benched Roaring Moon. I don't really hate that. I don't really want to go after this Pheasant because it can snipe around the Mimikyu. That might actually be an issue. I will say they could have had the energy on the Pheasant EX anyway, so despite the fact they said I would have attached it somewhere else, they could have still attached it somewhere else and then still had the same amount of energies on Pheasant by like turn 2 or whatever. But what do I? Oops, I may or may not have bumped my mic. There we go. It's back. Hopefully it's as good as ever. I could I guess gusting something doesn't really do anything at all, does it? Unless I just want to hit into it. So I'll put this on Mimikyu. We know what we're looking for. Okay, that's really good. We got the Iono. I could counter gain the Mimikyu. I don't really hate that, but there's not necessarily somewhere else I need the energy either. So I think I'll just attach it to the Mimikyu and maybe save it for later for an Azelf. Yeah, that seems okay. I'll gust up this Roaring Moon because they might want a Calamity Stir. They might want a Frenzy Gouging. And they'll be able to knock it out. That seems pretty solid. And I'll just hit them with an Iono and shrink their hand down a bunch. We're not activating Fezandipti EX's ability. They are down. They're only down 8 energies. Okay, they keep emoting. Okay, this hand is okay. I don't think I'll play any of these cards. I could. I'm not really sure, but I won't. I'm sure that I won't. So, anyways, we'll go in with Mimikyu. Now the Mesprit will get the knockout as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's right. So then I'll get the knockout there if I need it. How does the prize trade work? I think they're up on prizes right now, but they're going to judge. Okay, that's interesting. Our hand was kind of sketchy. I guess I could have played the Team Devo, yeah, and I guess we're punished for not playing the Team Devo as we do draw into it. So maybe I should have just played it. You got a Pokemon catcher again? What are they Pokemon catching? They keep playing this card. I guess now it makes a lot of sense. I can't believe they flipped heads on every Pokemon catcher. I think they might have, which is kind of awkward for us. Anyway, they're going after the Xatu now, which makes a ton of sense. Now I'm just scared of this Fezandipti EX, and they're definitely going to go after the Mesprit, because that's just going to... Well, I guess we have the Azelf in hand, so yeah, we would get the Nike. That's a lot of damage. Okay, they are going to get rid of their Pokestop? That surprises me. Anyways, I'll send up Mimikyu here. That seems all right. I'm really, really scared. They've had so much Gus, despite like the Prime Catcher not really doing anything. They've gotten a lot of... they've gotten a lot of regular Pokemon catchers. I feel like they're in an awkward position right now. I could Buddy-Buddy Poffin for a Natu. Honestly, I don't hate going Cleffa. I don't love Cleffa, though. I'm just going to Mimikyu again, I think. I really don't love this. I could Mesprit, take the knockout, but then I think they'll have an easy way to... I wish there's a way to beat them. I think I'll just... I think I take the knockout here. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to play the Azelf. I'm going to Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Let's see, I'll Super Rod, get back. I want a couple of energies and a Natu. I'll just get back a bunch of energies, and then I'll Buddy-Buddy Poffin for a Natu. That's all right. That's all right. That Fezandipti EX definitely is causing a bit of an issue here. I could go for Rellor now, actually. I'll do that. Okay, they keep emoting. So I'll go for Rellor, and that seems all right. It doesn't seem great. And oh wait, no, now and then I'll just Mimikyu. That's fine. I won't go for the knockout. That's all right. I could have played the TM, but I should have played the TM there. But it's all right. Okay, just stop doing the emote spamming. And anyways, so let's see what they have now. If they are just going to go for... This is such an awkward position. I think they do have game here. Is it guaranteed? I guess it's pretty much guaranteed at this point, unfortunately, because they have the Latias EX. And they do have it. Unfortunately, we're close. I just should have taken... we could have taken a knockout last turn, then taken another knockout this turn. That was an option, but obviously that wouldn't have gotten us there. Okay, opponent, please just stop doing this. Stop doing this. I'll just go and attack with Uxie, I suppose. We don't quite get there, but yeah, okay, opponent, I get it. I get it. You're, I actually don't get it. I don't know why you keep doing this, but regardless, that was, obviously we weren't quite there. We have so much damage in play. I could have gone for Azelfs earlier. I was trying to buy time with Mimikyu, and ultimately I think that was not the play there. Or it's kind of like if that neutralization zone had stuck, we would have won. Okay, you don't have to do this, but regardless, they're gonna go after the Mesprit. Lovely. Okay, they can stop Evo spamming now. Surely. Anyways, so we didn't quite win that one there. It's kind of weird. I think. And they made really good use of the single price Roaring Moon's quite a good card. Honestly, I wonder how good the Koraidon is in the deck. The new Koraidon seems pretty good. The lives cutting off again. It doesn't. Maybe it's because I'm recording. I'm not sure. When I don't record, it seems all right. Regardless, I think that Like, the new Koraidon seems good. I don't know what to play it in. I haven't played it yet. I'm generally not a massive fan of ancient, like, decks because I feel like, I don't know. I don't know about Roaring Moon EX necessarily, though I never viewed it as, like, a super great deck. But then you have the Raging Bulldog Pond, which I feel like has... I mean, I feel like all the ancient decks have issues against late game Ionos and are really reliant on Sawdust Vitality, and to some degree Koraidon also has the issue, but you could attach a double turbo, and yeah, that didn't is that tails? I definitely thought that was heads. That like looks a lot like heads. Anyways, I'll go second this game. Yeah, I think, why did the live coins look, I don't know. Anyways, let's see. This hand is okay. It's not exactly. This hand's actually pretty good. This hand's pretty good. So I'll start the Mimikyu. We'll see what my opponent's running yet again. And the coin is a cool looking coin. It is a cool looking coin. But ultimately, I feel like the heads and tails look kind of similar, which is a little bit of an issue. Or at least I don't know it's heads or tails. Unlike, I mean, that's kind of true of actual coins. But regardless, let's see what they are playing. Let's see if they are playing, first of all, because they didn't do anything. Okay, they started Radiant Charizard. That is interesting. That's bad for them, presumably. I don't know exactly what they're running, but that can't be good. So I'm going to Nest Ball 4. Okay, looks like they are playing Regidrago V-Star. I think I'm going to Rabsca turn 1. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That seems good. And then we'll Mimikyu, and we'll see. I think they play Canceling Cologne. I think they play 1. I don't know. I don't play too much Regidrago V-Star. They might play 2. I don't think so. But they can recover it, right? So ultimately, that's probably what they're looking to do. They got rid of a research as well. Their hand's pretty good. They passed. Okay. Or at least they have a research in hand, I am assuming. But yeah, let's Arven here. Let's see what we got. Ugh, my voice. Rip my voice. See what we got. So take the TM Evolution. And take what Buddy-Buddy Poffin is probably good. Ultimately, Cleffa is kind of nice, but we can't really do that. Like we need to TM Evolution this turn. I mean, we don't have to, but it's probably for the best. So Buddy-Buddy Poffin, TM Evo, and also Artazon. I'm gonna just get a bunch of Pokemon into play this turn. That seems pretty good. I certainly want myself a Natu and a Rellor. Those seem very good because we want to just evolve into both of those. I'm assuming, yeah, we got a Xatu, and then Artazon could be getting. Let's see, Mesprit's pretty mediocre. Mesprit is like good. I mean, it one-shots Radiant Charizard. It does lots of solid use cases, but I think I'll Artazon for the Uxie. That seems very good, and we'll also have an energy on the Mimikyu, which is nice, allowing us to apply some pressure in that manner. But anyway, let's just Team Evo, and we're in a pretty good spot right now, protecting. They could also decide to Canceling Cologne, the Rabsca. That would be bad. That would be like really bad theoretically if they Kyurem us. Kyurem's very bad for us, obviously, because they take 3 prizes, which is not good for us. So we will probably lose if they Kyurem. Not guaranteed though. They are using a lot of resources, but I don't know. We'll see what they have going on. Like right now, things seem to be going decently for them, except for their starting Radiant Charizard. That's a bit of an issue. They play some switches. We are going to get Iono. Okay, that's fine. Our hand was not anything special. It wasn't super bad, but it wasn't super good either. For like a moderate-sized hand. This hand's definitely a little bit better. Not an no, this hand's noticeably better. This one's quite a bit better. So pretty happy with that Iono. Interesting that they didn't want to research that hand away. Not exactly sure the reason for that. I would have probably kept the research over Iono, but we don't know what they had in their hand or what exactly they're looking to do either. They are just sending stuff to the discard, very shiny things. Well, not actually shiny. They're like just like they don't really look like they're shining in live here. But regardless, they passed. Okay, they did not V-Star power either, which is interesting. Uxie does 100. Which is more than Mimikyu. And I think they'll struggle to switch. So I think I'll just go for that. I think they have a supporter in hand as well. But I'm not going to, like, Iono. That seems bad. So I'll Artazon here. I think drawing some cards we had before could be nice. And I'll Thin as well. And I'll get Azelf. Azelf seems good here. I don't think we need Cleffa anymore. I'll just take the Azelf. Yep. And then we'll accelerate to the Uxie because we want to draw some cards. Not for any other reason. I mean, getting an extra energy could be nice. I might stick it on Mimikyu or something. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to really they can't knock out Mimikyu with Cure. Well, they could knock out Mimikyu literally with Cure. Well, they don't have the energy, but they can't use Kyurem's attack to knock out Mimikyu while we have Rabsca in play. They can't cancel and clone both of them at the same time. So, also, not supporter, I don't think I necessarily want to get rid of the Iono, and I also don't, I kind of want to get another energy in play. I'll get rid of this Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is pretty mediocre here. I'll put this energy on the Mimikyu. We'll retreat, and we'll Uxie. Uxie's fun, and it's kind of like the point of this deck, and then we can start Zelfing, and we got all the things going on. I kind of actually want to go for the Cleffa, because it is going to give us a pivot, but yeah, whatever. We'll just Uxie here. And do some spread damage, and as you see, goes right through their Ogre-Pons, which is fun. Ogre-Pon being immune to bench damage is useful sometimes, but it's not immune here. So we'll see. I feel like they have to have a supporter, right? They're going to grass, and they're going to attach a grass energy to their Regidrago restart. They're not attacking. Wow, that was not what I was expecting. That was not. I would have definitely teal danced there, but they did not. So. Yeah, that is interesting. What are they grabbing here? Like a couple of grasses, maybe a fire. I don't know. Also, I would have liked for them to play the Cleffa, though they did not. They're grabbing 2 fire energies. Okay, that is interesting. Have they played? Yeah, I've not seen any energy switches from them at all. Anyways, they're going to teal dance here. They could attack with Teal Master Pontiacs, and that certainly is going to grab the knockout. They have a good chunk of energy in play as well, and yeah, no, they did attach. They attached to the Regidrago, so they can't. Yeah, they're not going to teal dance, or they're not going to knock out or attack with the Teal Master Pontiacs. He had a good sized hand, and that's kind of scaring me, to be honest. I think I'll accelerate to the Azelf right about now. And oh, Hisuian Heavy Ball. Do we prize anything? We prize an Azelf. Okay, that's fun. Oh, we prized a lot of energies. Okay, well, that's good to know. And I think I kind of want to Iono, but their hand's not that big, and it might just be worth saving it. So I'll attach the Mimikyu. I feel like the Mimikyu is pretty safe, and could be used as this like pseudo pivot thing. So that's fine. And I'll just Painful Memories again. Now we got 200 damage to play on their side of the board, which is a lot, right? So now Azelf can be swinging, not necessarily taking knockouts. I'm probably looking for a third Uxie if I have that opportunity, though I don't know if I will. Ultimately, something like Terror Scenario or Penny is quite unfortunate for us, as it is going to remove damage from the board, in addition to, of course, being that switch from them. They're going to Artazon. I don't think they're going to get anything here, because I don't know if they have anything they can get. I guess they play Hawlucha. They play Cleffa as well, but obviously that's not there. They could play a second one, but that probably is not what's happening. They're going to pass again. Wow, we get off the third Uxie. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to Rescue Board this Rabsca. Is it going to die? Whatever. If it dies, then that's unfortunate, but hopefully that doesn't happen. And all Painful Memories again. Then we got 300 damage in play. We can just start like knocking stuff out pretty simply. I could actually go for Mesprit. I don't really hate that. I'm getting some energies there, and so that's a threat to finish things off at the end of the game. So I'll do that. I'll Xatu to the Mesprit. And we see those cards. Lovely. Now, they're not that useful, but that's fine. I'll Painful Memories 1/3 time. And it seems pretty good. You know, we have now put a bunch of damage in play. Hopefully they don't go with a spread attack. If they go with a spread attack and are actually able to pull it off, then that's very scary. And theoretically, we could like Uxie more and more. I don't think that's going to happen. I assume we're going to see a switch. Like, I definitely think they could use Regidrago V-Star and use their Restart power and just pop that. I could have seen them using that as soon as they played it, and to hopefully go and get an attack and potentially do that. I don't remember what their situation was right away. Oh, they didn't Squawk Ability EX either. Maybe they're saving for like Pheasant Dipty EX or something. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Counter Catcher is also... Oh, wow. That card did not load right away. Counter Catcher is also good here. They're going to cancel and clone. Wow. Okay. I'm very, very scared. Got themselves an energy switch. What did they hit? Oh, it doesn't show. Well, that's awkward. They did not hit a switch. No, I was like, I don't think they hit a switch. They don't have any switch necessarily. They might. Like, they might have something that I just don't know about. But they're not retreating this, right? That's a lot of energy to retreat. And they don't have that. And what did they get back? They got back Canceling Clone and Iono. So they are going to get back their Canceling Clone. That's kind of interesting, but then why did they play it? Like, they could have just restarted and then played it after, right? And then they wouldn't have needed to get it back. And now it's on the bottom of their deck. I don't really know. I don't really know what's happening, to be honest, right now. But regardless, they got rid of the Kyurem. Okay, that is a little bit scary, and we know they're Canceling Clone in deck. floating around somewhere now, not on the bottom of their deck necessarily. You know, they could. I was gonna say they could play Canceling Clone again. I don't think you're allowed to do that. So new news about rules tell me, can you play Canceling Clone twice in the same turn? Uh-oh, they're going to Mew-EX me to knock out my Mimikyu, it looks like. But that's not that big of a deal. I don't know if they're actually attacking this turn. They don't have like any particularly strong attacks. We won. Lovely. That was such an exciting game. That obviously wasn't the greatest game. But you see, if you give this deck time to set up, there's like, we had so much damage in play. We're just able to one-shot stuff. I probably would have gusted the Mew-EX and one-shot it if I had the opportunity to do so. And the deck still has a lot of room to grow as well. Rabsca might be the right play. I don't know. Rabsca is kind of weird. It feels kind of sketchy. And if your opponent's able to target it down and go after it and knock it out, that feels really, really... Like, then it feels really awkward, especially if you already used your team evolution. But even if you didn't, having to use that in the middle of the game seems kind of sketchy. So, and if they can Gus up Canceling Clone, like, we would have lost that game despite the fact that we'd put so much damage on the board, potentially. But they weren't able to do that. I'm not really sure. They made some kind of weird plays in that game. But ultimately, let's go to game 3 to figure out, to hopefully get a final test here for this deck. And we see, wait, are we going first or second? I mean, it doesn't matter because we only have one basic. But we are going second. Okay, that's good. Our hand's ultimately pretty bad, but whatever. We're going to see a mulligan. They are playing Dragon Ball, maybe. Could be like Hydreigon. Could be Charizard. I mean, could be a variety of things. But regardless, we see an Nest Ball. That's not necessarily any better. Oh, we see the Pidgey. Yeah, we still don't know what they're playing, but I do wonder what they are playing. If it's Dragon Ball, then things get pretty scary. But hopefully it's not Dragon Ball. If it is, you know, we don't have the team evolution. We don't have we have Rabsca in hand, but it is Greninja. That is also not great. This is where Manaphy could be good. Wonder what they're playing, because they're playing 2 types of energies. They pass. Okay, that is interesting and kind of scary, because I feel like they probably have good stuff. But regardless, I'm going to Buddy-Buddy Poffin for Mimikyu. Seems like kind of good. And Rellor also seems good. And I think I want Cleffa and Uxie as well. I think we're just getting the whole gang here and just going for that. Mesprit is not going to be attacking anytime soon either, because we're filling up our bench and don't have the Pokemon we need to do it. But whatever. I think this is still the right play. Go ahead. I could Nest Ball just to thin it. Is that the play? Right now we'll toss this down, so we'll have 4 in hand. Yeah, I'll fail it. That seems all right. Drawing 4 cards, I think, is probably what we're looking to do. Drawing 3 isn't necessarily enough. So I'll Cleffa here, and our board state's like good, theoretically. I guess we should live. Like, Greninja EX, they missed the turn 1 attachment. So they could attack, right? They could attack, could knock us out, could just essentially just be in a very, very good position. Though they don't necessarily win either, especially if we're able to pull off Mesprit. But they're probably going to go after, if I were them, I'd go after Rellor. Natu, that probably makes the most sense. I could have gone for a second Natu. I don't know. What did they get rid of? That was an Arven. No, there's a Greninja EX and a Fire. What? Oh, this is the Charizard EX Greninja EX deck. Okay, so this is interesting. Ultimately, Greninja EX is very, very bad in this matchup. I mean, if you get it up and get it going early, it's really good. But if you don't, then you're not gonna like. Especially gonna get one-shotted theoretically. So they need to be super, super careful right now. We don't have a switch right now, but they're gonna Irida. This deck, I just don't know what's coming. I was not expecting that. I was 100% expecting an Arven, right? Expecting Arven for Rare Candy and as well as the Forest Steel Stone, right? So they didn't go for that. They did go for Rare Candy. They went for Frogadier as well, which is interesting, meaning that they're not attacking. They could double turbo, knock out the Pidgeot EX, and I could very much see that. But so we're losing our pivot as well. I wonder what we want to attack with here. Mesprit's not bad. Uxie isn't very good. It's not completely terrible, but it's not that good. So I probably want Uxie. We'll see. If they bench my Pokemon, I'll probably Uxie. But if they don't, then I won't. I wonder if they're playing Canceling Clone. Like, I'm not really familiar with this deck. I've played against it a few times. I've seen it a few times. Like, I kind of know what's in it, but not really, right? I just have a vague idea. They're going to play the Frogadier. Wait, what's Frogadier's attack do? Okay, so they're not going to... Wait, what's the... Okay. Anyway, so they're going to Pidgeot EX. That's what they're going to do to get the knockout. Also, Pidgeot EX, its attack discards the stadium in play, which will be Neutralization Zone. So whatever, you know the stadium, the A-spec one. I think I send up Mimikyu here. Like, that just seems pretty good. And then let's see what else. Okay, we got the stadium, which doesn't do anything. So ultimately, Mesprit seems solid here. Oh, it didn't glow. So yeah, Mesprit seems pretty good. I think I'll accelerate to that and then see what I get from there. Like, Azelf isn't doing anything. I could accelerate to Uxie, retreat and attack and just hit for a 60 spread, but I don't really want to do that. I'll just go for the Mesprit. And we see TM Evo, that is not very good. So I'll attach that there, and I will evolve, and I'll attach active, to be honest. Like, theoretically, Mimikyu might be a really strong attacker. I could play the Azelf down. I don't really have an issue with that. And I'll just pass here. This is not a terrible position by any means. It's not a great one either, though. So we'll see what we have. And I could have held the TM Evo, but I don't think I really needed to do that. I'm not sure. This position is kind of weird. I don't really know what to say about it. It's quite strange because they aren't applying, and they're applying a little bit of pressure, but then we could really hit back against the Greninja theoretically, though not necessarily. Maybe I should have gone. Well, I don't have a second Mesprit. I don't even play a second Mesprit, so maybe that is something that I should be playing. But regardless, I think they might just get boss, knock out Rabsca. That would probably be what I'd do, though it depends on their situation in their hand. Like, if they don't have any energies, they really do want energies. Want to at least hit the Frogadier this turn, right? So they're looking for that. They're gonna boss, knock out the Mesprit. Just as I said, no, that was not at all what I was expecting. Okay, well, that's good for us, I suppose. Hopefully we can Mesprit. Well, no, we don't need to Mesprit. I'll just Mimikyu. Yeah, that's fine. So we could accelerate to what, like Azelf or something? I could accelerate to the Mesprit again, I suppose. That's probably not a bad idea. I can't believe we topped like the Night Stretcher as well. That's quite good. So I'll go grab that out of the deck, and then I will also go ahead and start swinging with Ghost Eye. Ghost Eye is not a bad attack. It's pretty solid. Though we do want another energy. We did get another energy. I think I'll hold on the Iono, because Ionos is like... It's kind of bad in this situation because I think their hand is bad. I think their hand's really bad. And they're just Pidgeot-EXing. Admittedly, they do have a lot of what they need. They're just Pidgeot-EXing over and over again. But anyways, if we can get off another Ghost Eye for essentially free, we're in a great position. If we can't, we're still theoretically in a pretty decent position. Are we? No, we're probably not. If they knock out Rabsca, which they might do, then I'm a little scared. And they are taking prizes as they're doing this as well. So they eventually will draw into something that they need. They're taking prizes, they're buying turns, so they're drawing cards, but they're just not benching Pokemon. And when they don't bench lots of Pokemon, this is the thing I'm most scared of for this deck, where we can't do lots of damage with Uxie. The damage doesn't necessarily mean knockouts with Uxie, but it means more damage for the Azelf and theoretically Radiant Alakazam as well. Though I haven't really used that too much. It's kind of hard to search out with this list because you really need to Nest Ball or Ultra Ball for it. And also, as you can see, we got some like minor bench space issues. But Mesprit is feeling feeling solid. Mimikyu's feeling good. I don't exactly see the end goal of this deck. Theoretically, it could be a Frostlass deck as well, but this is definitely one of my favorite decks to play, as I've said a good few times. And it's my favorite one of the new decks. I haven't been enjoying the Serial GX. I have been enjoying Serial GX. What? I was not expecting the energy to hit there, but it is there. Okay, that is interesting. Regardless, they are taking the knockout using Canceling Cologne now. I'm not shocked that they play one, but that feels okay okay to me. Anyways, I was not expecting that. I'm just going to be completely honest. So. Anyways, I think we will Iono now. They got a 7-card hand. They have 3 prizes. Like, surely Iono's got to be good, right? And we got Artazon. I think I will play the Artazon. Like, I feel like it can't be that bad, right? Like, if they wanted Pokemon, they could surely have Pokemon, right? So, all Artazon. Looking for Mimikyu here. Okay, we don't have Mimikyu there. That's good to know. We do have our Super Oz and Night Stretchers. I could take something else as well. I think I'm going to Guardian Burst this turn. I think I'll just fail this, attach active, and Iono. And looking for RNG on the other side of this as well to be able to Xatu into. But yeah, this is okay. This doesn't feel amazing. got ourselves the Rescue Board on, I guess, Xatu, and we'll just swing. Now things are getting kind of sketchy. I'm going to Super Rod for Mimikyu, and I guess these energies as well. We really need to get value out of that Mimikyu, and also avoid... Oh, I could have Buddy-Buddy Poffin, but I didn't. It might be okay. It might not be okay, though. Also, them going for Lumineon V is really interesting to attach there. Not what I was expecting, because obviously I was expecting the spread attack and knockout on the Rabsca, and the threat of the Greninja EX. And they clearly have double turbo if they're going for that Lumineon V. I don't think we're going to see that attack this turn. They're going to Arven, though. They could go for Sparkling Crystal, and like, I don't know, they could get stuff that could be really bad for us. And could go and spread attack and knock out our Rabsca, or just hit around our Rabsca. But I don't think they play a second Canceling Clone. Not sure, though. But okay, they're going for Force Seal Stone, as well as Nest Ball, which is... I don't know what Nest Ball is getting. I have no idea. Because, like, it could be a Charmander, but they could have... A Pidgey they're getting off of the Artazon. Okay, like, because they have the Artazon to get some things, and... That could be Pheasantipty EX, maybe that's what they're getting. But you see a Water hitting the Frogadier, and just a Blustery Wind as well. Okay, they're going to unsurprisingly bump the Stadium, which is fine. It's not, like, perfect, but it is what it is. And, yeah, we can go get the knockout, hopefully, with Mimikyu. And I'll Buddy-Buddy Poffin for... I could get another Rescue Board, but I'll just hold that. And get Mimikyu. I could get another Azelf. Like, Azelf, these cards just aren't super useful for me right now. Really, any of them. So I think I'll just honestly fail the other one. Just get one card here. And then I'm going to Iono. Neutralization Zone could be really good now. They do have the V-Star power. So I guess they're just holding to be able to get another Pidgeot EX up. We have TM Devo somewhere, I think. Okay, nice. We got ourselves the energies as well. And that's really important. Getting Mesprit out would be nice. I could have done that in a different order. Do we not have an... Oh, I think we prized Mimikyu. Yeah, okay. So I will Super Rod back in the Mesprit and a couple of energies yet again, kind of like what we just did with the Mimikyu. And I will Artazon for that Mesprit, I think. Again, I don't really think there's an issue giving my opponent the Artazon. And now we have this as a threat. And I'll Mimikyu. That seems perfectly fine. We hit him with an Iono, so their hand might not be what they need. And we get this knockout here as well with Mimikyu. Now they're in a bit of an awkward spot. It's not a terrible spot, right? I do expect them to be able to take a knockout here in some manner, or at least apply pressure to us in some other manner. Not exactly sure what that would be, but they can get something. I mean, they can just Greninja EX at the very least. And then they're getting cards pretty nicely. You do set up Lumineon V, though, which was not what I was expecting. Maybe it is. It kind of makes some level of sense because the Greninja EX is very vulnerable to the Mesprit. And the Team Devolution. Team Devolution is quite good. I don't know exactly when to use it, though. I should probably play a second one. It could be really good against, like, Pidgeots and stuff. And it allows you to take knockouts as well and, like, finish off games. They're going to Artazon. This could just be the shuffle. No, they're going to go for a Froakie. Okay, now they're starting to play more Pokemon, though they could just Lumineon V, get this one out of play. But in terms of attackers, they don't really have anything. In terms of a hand, they don't have much either. In terms of engine, they just have Force Seal Stone. They're going to Iono us and them, which is interesting. I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't Iono there. Anyways, we see Neutralization Zone, so that's... Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's ignore that hint. They did the Iono Unfair Stamp combo, the classic, and that was it. Neutralization Zone could be anywhere now, but Iono's still like good. But they got lucky off of that Iono too. Maybe not. Maybe their hand is bad, but they can't Gust now. So this is just a weird spot. You'll see the Nest Ball searching out a Pheasantipty EX, which is pretty fair. Also, we can't one-shot Lumineon V or the Pheasantipty EX. Theoretically, we could with the Azelf, but certainly not now. We have no damage in play. I think we're just going to keep loading on with Mimikyu, and yeah, that's what we're going to do for now. I mean, we don't have too many options, to be honest. We're going to see Lumineon V pop in the V-Star power. They have a good-sized hand, but they're down a Canceling Clone, which is Potentially their only one. They do have Pidgeot EX though. Okay, so there's no reason not to pop the Force Seal Stone. Getting Pidgeot EX is a little scary for us. Neutralization Zone will not be buying it too much time for us now. Yet again, I believe Neutralization Center or Zone or whatever will be stopping the Pidgeot EX. We're gonna see a. Okay, I thought it was a canceling clone. It's obviously not a canceling clone. We're just gonna see an attack here. Like, that doesn't do too much. It allows them to grab Lumineon V later, and it allows them to have those energies back in the deck, but that's it, right? So, we'll see. What we could try to knock out the Froakie. They do send up the Froakie. They want me to knock it out. Okay. Maybe Iono's not the play. This is so weird. I'm surprised they're just feeding me the Froakie as a free prize, and they want me to take it. I feel like I'll Iono here. I guess how many Ionos am I down? I'm down 2. I don't hate Iono here. I mean, I do kind of want to draw some more cards to get some more energies in play on the Mesprit or whatever. We have Team Devolution. What? That is good to know. Is that always in the deck? Did I pull it as a prize? I have not been paying 100% attention, clearly. Regardless, I think I Team Devolution here, and don't knock anything out. That seems very, very good. So it's time to do that. Devolve them. Honestly, a second one still could be nice. We also devolve the Frogadier, which is not good. It's not that bad, but it's not great for us. But whatever, that's fine. That's really good. Assuming they don't have rare candy right now, they're down only 2. Like, they definitely could have rare candy. It's not absolutely absurd, but it's like they probably don't. Okay, they do just pass. And we got a counter catcher. This is insane. Energy should hit Mesprit here. Threatening the EA, that's right. And then, so I'll get the energy, put on Mesprit, counter catcher the Pidgey, and knock that out, which seems really, really good right now. Though we're not necessarily in the driver's seat, I'm still kind of scared. We see another counter catcher, which again could be quite nice. But going after the Pidgey, I could actually go after the Pheasantipty EX and 3-shot that. That seems really slow. So they might just draw out of it by that time. We are going to trigger their Pheasantipty EX, so they can use that. And we only take 1 prize, right? So that 1 prize isn't necessarily super helpful. We see another Psychic. Okay, that's a good prize pull. Send up the Frogadier. And so if they have Greninja EX, which they might, that they don't necessarily have, because I could have played it before. They're going to Hisuian Heavy Ball. But they probably have Greninja EX, but okay, they go to Rotom V. That could be nice. That's honestly about as good as Greninja EX. Probably a little worse, but Greninja EX is very vulnerable to Mesprit, so we'll see what they go for here, because Greninja EX is just searching for a card. It's not doing any damage, unless they do have a Gust, which they could have a Gust. That's very reasonable, but I don't know how much Gust they play. They probably play like a couple of boss. They might play Counter Catcher. They would only play 1 boss as well, but they could play even as many as like 3 boss. Probably not, but it could be like 2 boss and a Pal Pad, which is a lot of Gust, right? That's a good chunk. So just this is a really, really close game. It certainly could be either of us at this point. They applied the early pressure, but just with Pidgeot EX. It's not like they applied pressure through the use of like their main attacker, which is Charizard, right? I think. Yeah, I think this is this, I don't know, is this Radiant Charizard? They could pull out the Radiant Charizard too, which just knocks out a Mimikyu. So now they're kind of in the driver's seat. Especially because we don't have a good way we can't really one-shot Pheasantipty EX. I can't think of a good one-shotting Pokemon. You're kind of just building, but we can't Uxie. That's just kind of off the table. So I don't know what they play in terms of stadiums. I think we've played 2 Artazones. We played 2 Artazones. We've not played the Neutralization Center. So there's a good shot that they do have themselves. What's the name of the stadium? Is it Neutralization Center? I want to look it up. It is Neutralization Zone. There we go. Okay. I definitely knew that. Didn't keep switching back and forth between the 2 names. That's preposterous. Who would do that? But anyways, they are taking their time as well. They could go for Numbing Water to paralyze us on a coin flip. That would be bad, weird. I don't really know. But I don't think they're doing that. They are attaching to their bench Froakie. Okay. They're just going to instant charge. I think I'll Xatu to the Mesprit. And I'm just going to take the knockout on the Froakie. I think that's all right. don't know if they if they have Radiant Charizard. It's a little scary. We can Mesprit it. Oh, we got Boss. I could just Boss. No, I think I say Boss. I say Boss because I won't necessarily be able to counter catch after this. So go ahead and knock the Froakie with the Mimikyu. I suppose now they're probably not going to finish it EX, and if they do, they might have game. I don't really know. They might not either. It's just kind of a weird position. But regardless, we are now down to 2 prizes. So this is pretty close. The first game was close. Honestly, all the games have been kind of close. They've all been kind of weird. They've all been slow. Honestly, it's so weird seeing the timer this slow as well. When this person would have like 13 minutes left, now they just have 8 because of the timer reduction, which I think is 100% good. Ultimately, I could see it reduced to 15 minutes. I could even see it being reduced to 10 minutes per player, though that probably isn't ideal. Probably 15 minutes per player feels pretty good. Increasing the speed of actions. I know MTG Arena has like a speed, but then if you or a timer, then if you're too slow once or twice, you have like you can burn some. Yes, they're called timers, so they can't all be called timers, but you have these like things that you can use that a few times throughout the course of the game in case you need to think, right? Because sometimes you have long actions. Versus now, wait, what do they do to the Pheasant EX? I guess they have a big hand as well, so. I think do have another Iono in deck. It might be prized. I don't really know, to be honest, but regardless, they're just kind of chilling here. Apparently, they're going to Artazon, and what are they gonna grab here? Obviously, it's not Radiant Charizard. It could be a Charmander. Like I don't know. Is this Charizard? Is this just Radiant Charizard? They gotta play some fire Pokemon. I guess it could just be Fire Energy for Crispin, and it's like no other reason. I mean, at that point, you'd play Lightning, though, because you got Rotom V if you're not playing any fire Pokemon. So, we'll see. They gotta go for something. Okay, they have their own Team Devo and Counter Catcher, but those aren't really super good for them right now. They're kind of useless, but they are gonna get some Pokemon. This could be. It is the Radiant Charizard. Okay. If they go swing here and knock out, I think I just Mesprit it and kind of cross my fingers. They're gonna Crispin now as well. That's interesting. They're just grabbing me a fire, and I guess they could put another one on. It doesn't really matter. They just grabbed a water. Wow. What? Apparently I've not seen someone really play Crispin. I thought I had. I thought they got 2. And they revealed them both. Obviously, they didn't reveal them both. It just revealed the water, and the fire came popping out of their deck to the Radiant Charizard. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really seen anyone play Crispin. I guess that's not like that weird of a thing for that animation to do that, but regardless, I think we're gonna just Mesprit. I don't think we really have much of a choice, and we hope that they don't have anything in response. They're gonna get rid of the tool in the Xatu. We could actually Uxie here or something. That like doesn't really seem very useful though. Because they can't probably attack after the Radiant Charizard. They'll like need a turn, but I don't think it really matters. Like I don't think you should try to wait them out because it's only one turn. It's gonna have exactly one turn. Anyways, I'll just Mesprit, take the knockout here. I'm really looking for some way to. Okay, that is quite good. Get the Neutralization Zone. That could be really big. I'm just gonna go ahead in here, take the knockout. I could play the Mimikyu down, but maybe that's like a misplay. I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. I'm just gonna Guardian Burst and see what happens. I could have thinned a bunch, but whatever. We're just rolling with this and seeing how it goes. We'll see if they have the Stadium Bump Plus. I mean, they have so many cards in hand. They've curated their. What? Okay, well they sent up Rotom V, so I don't think they have it. They might have it. They're playing Hisuian Heavy Ball again. And wait, is that the same one or is that a different one? I think it's the same one. I wasn't really paying that much attention at what they got. Oh no, they got the Rotom V. Yeah, they got the Rotom V out of the Hisuian Heavy Ball. But we'll see what they're gonna push for because they have Pheasant EX. They're really not confident if they send up Rotom V. Like you just send up your attacker to go in and win the game, right? And they have Lumineon V. They have Pheasant EX. Like surely they have it, right? Like they need 1 energy and 1 Pokemon. Now they need to switch as well. And they're gonna get Arven. I mean, maybe they have a free switch in hand. Also, they're so low on time. This is interesting. So they're gonna flip the script, and I'm not exactly sure whether they did it in that order. They might have some reason. They might not. I don't know. But they're gonna why they flip the script after getting the Arven. But yeah, I suppose Lumineon V, yeah, thins the deck for the Arven. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to Arven. What are they getting? What are they getting? They are certainly deciding on things right now. And they're looking for what? Like a rescue board plus... It's like, they could go... They quit. Okay, well, we won. Lovely. I don't know what they were doing in that game. Lado's been kind of weird lately. Let's see, did it crop off the top again? Oh, it did. Yep. Okay. Lovely. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Consider liking, subscribing, hit the bell, all that good stuff, because I'm going to improve this deck some and make it even more, like, I don't know. I need some extra oomph. If you have some suggestions, comment those down below, because I'd love to hear it. We'll see. Maybe I'll get some inspiration here. I don't think it's that. I also don't think it's that. Or that. Oh, that's a solid pull. Anyways. Yeah, tell me down below what you want me to play, if you have any deck suggestions, things like that. But I hope you enjoyed. Consider liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, all that good stuff. Join the channel as well. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'm excited to see you in the next video.